morning. Welcome to What's New at PGCC. I'm your host, Alphonso McCree. I'm here with my guests, Dorian Womble, Rachel Brown, co-hosts of All You Need to Know Radio here at Prince George's County Community College. What's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
I'm good.
Great, actually.
So what do you guys do on your radio show? What type of stuff do you talk about?
Talk about a lot of things, a lot of real, just different things.
We talk about everything that a student thinks about or needs to know when it comes to attending PG Community College. Like, we talk about music, we talk about different issues such as class, or even sexual things sometimes, just relationships, everything that a person or student would want to know.
So, how'd you guys get your start in radio?
Well, that one was more so on my department, because it was just like, okay, I know the right people, so they said, hey, you want to do this? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try out for it, and got into it, and then it got canceled, and then they made me, they let me take over the show, and so I ran with it, and that way I was able to have what I wanted, and I wanted to get this beautiful lady over here to do it with me, and so far it's been great. So
yeah, I got into it because I have a lot of opinions about different things, and also I feel that the student body has a right to hear other students relating to them on issues that everybody thinks about. So I got into it for that reason.
So what is it about the radio show that makes it different from any other radio show on the air?
Well, you know what? It has a vast majority of songs. You got rock, pop, you got R&B, rap, hip hop, a little bit of go-go sometimes, very rarely, but it's there. So, and yeah, we do talk about any and everything. One day we'll talk about wrestling, but then next time she'll talk about something else, like what's your favorite to talk about?
I like to talk about the student body issues. But I believe what sets us apart is that we don't stick to one particular thing, such as other radio shows. We dip into every and anything that the student body would be interested in, and that anyone would just enjoy hearing.
So what radio show really inspires you guys to, do what you do?
I think I take a lot of my inspiration from every single one. I see what I like to do, like what they do. I see what I like from it, and I see what I don't like. So I just put everything I don't like in the trash.
Well, do you have a favorite one?
No, I can't say I do. I have like 3 or 4 that I listen to, but all on a constant basis. But
What about you, Rachel? Do you have like a favorite one that you get most of your ideas from, or that you not copy their style, but you got inspiration from their style of
Well,
production?
I like 95.5. They're very funny, and they talk, like they're relating to their listeners. And that's what we aim to go for, to talk as if we're relating to the students. Well, we do, because we are students ourselves. So it allows us to connect with our listeners.
So how do you select your playlist? Do you guys have like requests? Do you guys talk to the student body beforehand to see what they would like to listen to that day, or how do you guys come about that?
I'm all knowing. They know what I like. No, seriously though, I honestly just listen to what's on the radio now. I listen to what's on the radio, and I have a personal favorite. I'll pitch it and see if they like it. If they don't like it, then all right, we'll scrap it. It'll just stay in my iPod. But honestly, I just like, yeah.
When I choose my songs, I personally like to go and ask people what sort of genres they like to listen to. And as I collect information about what the general student body likes, what they want to hear, and not just my group of friends, but everybody, because PG is a vast majority of people. So I like to just understand what they want to hear so they can enjoy it better.
See, she's nice and professional. I'm just like,
Well, going back to, asking, students about the genres that they like, you guys said you do call-ins. How important is that for you guys to connect to your actual listeners?
Very important. I like to hear people's feedback, and I like maybe it's just me, I like to hear people's stories that, makes me feel good if I can help somebody, especially if it's like a relationship issues or just family issues, stuff like that, because the people will call in about, oh, my girlfriend left me for this other guy, or family sick, something like that, just the way to handle that, that's just how that goes, so.
For me, it's very inspirational because it shows that we're actually connecting with people. People are actually listening to us, and they're actually giving us their feedback. Like, we get to listen to their problems or what they're like, their opinions. Everyone matters here at PG. So it's just very inspirational to me. It shows me that I'm actually making a difference and helping someone out there by this radio show.
Well, what do you think is the craziest topic you guys have ever covered?
Sex. Because anything it can get out there. People got so many different perversions and that type of stuff. So, but no, and it's kind of funny because it's the funniest topic. It can be the most really racy topic, but it's really honestly the funniest because it's like that's where you know people. That's how you know what kind of person that is when they're like, So.
With sex, I like to add that we don't just talk about the sexual act. We talk about different issues regarding it, such as they have a lot of AIDS testing promotions here. We talk about different diseases you can get, how people should be responsible, how people actually act, so we can hear how students act at the school and how we can better that.
You see this? She's my yin to my yangs. I'm the fun. She's like.
I believe the most interesting topic that we talked about for me was how adjusting to the college life has changed us, impacted us, because hearing different students' response to that, especially my response, it's been a big adjustment. And I believe a lot of people don't really talk about it, so it was interesting to hear what people had to say and to just be able to connect to others.
So with all this feedback that you're getting, where do you see the show going in 2 years? Do you see it like expanding into just something that everybody on campus wants to listen to?
Well, I would hope so. To be honest, I would like more people to listen, and anybody that doesn't really want to listen, and it's kind of because it's for everybody. So, I don't know. I would actually have to ask her because I really wouldn't know. Where would you want to go?
I mean, what are your goals for where do you want yourself to be?
Well, I want it to be like, okay, transcend the internet. I want it to be different. I want to be out there competing against 95.5, 93.9. That's what I want.
I would believe that I just want it to be a lot more available to the students. I feel like for some students it's sort of hard to access, so to maybe branch it out a little more so it becomes more available, so everyone at PG can listen to our radio show, can call in, can relate to us, and we can just really impact and help every student that attends here, and then maybe reach out to other universities and colleges and just help every student.
So how's the chemistry between you two when you guys are actually on the air? Like, was it awkward at first, and did it grow into something like just a back and forth type of flow?
Okay, I'm gonna let her answer that one first. You go ahead.
Well, actually, at first it was a little awkward because there were clashes. I didn't want to talk over him or want him to talk over me. So at first, like just adjusting to when you talk and everything, that was an adjustment. But talking about the issues, both of us have opinions on it, and even if we have clash of opinions, it's like we represent what people think, people's opinions. So like even the clashes we have, we're good on the radio show because we're actually talking to people out there. So we have to represent every opinion.
I would also say the chemistry between us is great on the show. I know her on a personal level, so it's like, okay, you got to work with someone that you really close to. So the topics that she said have kind of, you try to fight to keep it outside, inside the work area and then outside, not bring it up anymore.
Well, so it's never created friction between you two, like outside of the...
With different topics and issues.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially ones that we clash on, it's definitely caused debate, but I believe it's a good sort of debate.
It means we're both smart and we all both have our sense of mind, so it's like, okay, because it just makes us healthier as partners.
Yeah, because you get to listen to someone else's opinion. You get to see how someone else thinks. And as a result of that, it broadens your mindset as well. I believe everyone should have that opportunity.
Real controlled setting, because, no one can get in there. I can't get in my feelings if she says something I don't like. And Lord and behold, I probably would. So, So I can't get my feelings like that. I just, on the air, I can't do that. But so I get to actually listen to her. I get to actually hear her and what she's saying, and it's great.
I mean, would you ever consider bringing a third person onto the team, or would that mess up?
Would you
the
like to do it? I
chemistry?
mean, let's go. I mean,
Hey, if I can get my schedule cleared, then I'd be happy to.
We'd love to have you on. But yeah, there's always room for more. There's always room for more.
I mean, would you take like a third person, like Huggy Lowdown, or somebody that's actually in the studio?
I think I would like to have somebody else in the studio, personally.
Okay. So, I mean, what kind of segments are you guys like thinking of right now? Because as you know, like a lot of stations, they have like their comedy segments sometimes, or they go away from the main points of music and do something completely different. Maybe like one of the hosts like produce a song or something, like comedic song, they want to play it so everybody can hear it, stuff like that. So, I mean, do you guys have any plans for anything like that in the near future?
Well, I haven't told her this yet, but I wanted to have her. I wanted to have talent because there's plenty of talent around the school, tons of guys walking around here with guitars. I wanted to actually have some of them on the show and actually perform a little bit in live studio perform. Actually, I like the idea of that. Showcasing your talents, getting discovered. I mean, no, we're not that big yet, but I mean,
it's
somebody
more people
hears
hearing
you.
them before
Right.
than,
Right, absolutely.
So, I mean, what you were saying?
Oh, I believe that the talent portion would actually be a really great contribution because there are a lot of people, not only people that play instruments, but also singing. When people just want to guest star on the show and talk about their opinion or bring into the show a new aspect that we didn't think about, we can actually get the student body to get involved in our radio show.
Right.
So do you consider yourselves to be a controversial radio show?
It can get that way. It
Okay.
can get that way. I think it can get that way. But I mean, for the most part, we're pretty cool. We're pretty tame.
Okay.
Okay.
So nothing groundbreaking. Nothing.
Well, I mean, we're groundbreaking.
Well,
nothing
that'll
we're new,
nothing that'll like cause any riots or anything.
Oh no. No, I don't think so.
But that's great. That's great. So, how long do you plan on doing this before you move on to something bigger? Or do you have anything bigger in mind?
I want to do this for as long as I can. Until I want to expand it.
Okay.
I just want to expand on this, and if I find something else, if there's something else that I want to pursue, then if I end up leaving it, I want to make sure it's in the right hands.
What about you? You feel the same way?
I feel like I'd want to stay with it as long as possible because we are making a difference and we are doing things to help our community, to help PG Community College. So it's a big thing. I definitely want to expand it, but I'd want to stick with it for as long as possible.
So have you guys gotten any calls from any big radio stations or anything asking you maybe if you would like a show there or anything like that right now, or are you guys too early in your careers for that?
Not yet, but we're hoping.
Okay.
Not yet, we're hoping.
Okay. So, last question. Like, is there anything you'd like to actually say to the student body, maybe encourage them to watch the show, something like that?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Watch, That's it. Yeah, listen.
I'd like to say that give us a chance. We really make a difference and we talk about the issues that you care about. So listen to us and keep an open mind.
We're on Ustream.
So
PGCC Radio.
How'd they get to Ustream?
Oh, just go to put in ustream.com and ustream.com and just put in PGC Radio, and after that, just click on us, and we will be there from 3 o'clock to 4:30. 3 o'clock to 4:30 every Monday.
So, what do you want them to expect?
Expect everything and nothing. No, seriously though, just just expect a lot of fun.
Expect fun, students your age in your classes talking about the issues that you care about, talking about things that you actually want to hear, listening to great music, a variety, and being able to just voice your opinion, like making a difference at PG.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you.
Once again, Dorian Womble, Rachel Brown, the co-hosts of All You Need to Know Radio. This is What's New at PGCC. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. That was great. Right.
Yeah.